Everybody ready? Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello. Now we're going to say it loud. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello. Now we'll say it slowly. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Now we'll say it fast. Bread and butter, marmalade jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hi. And now we'll say it nicely. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can. Hi, everybody. So nice to see you all today. And we have some good stories about the nighttime. Right. So I first have to ask, how did you all sleep last night? Did everybody sleep okay? Cecilia has her thumb up. Yeah? All right. Did you ever have a night where you just couldn't go to sleep? And it was just, Alex, no. I like to go to sleep. That's my favorite thing to do, go to sleep at night. But this is a story about this duck. Do you know this duck character? And he can't sleep. So this is called Click, Clack, Goodnight. I've sometimes had nights like this. Then I stay up late and read. So this is by Doreen Cronin, and Betsy Lewin drew the pictures.
One time I slept all the way to midnight.
I'm not sure what you said, Vienna. What?
One time I slept all the way to midnight.
You did? You mean
and Christmas Eve.
Oh, were you waiting for Santa Claus?
No.
What, Misha?
It's snowing.
Is it really? It is snowing. Oh my goodness, I see. Goody, that's perfect. Hooray, it's winter. All right, well, let's read a little bit. Maybe by the time our story finishes up, we'll get a whole inch of snow. Keep your fingers crossed. All right, Click, Clack, Goodnight by Doreen Cronin, and Betsy Lewin drew the pictures. So it's nighttime. You can tell the moon is shining bright. And there's our farmer with his duck. So it looks like he's in the barn with the cows and the sheep. It's nighttime on the farm, and everyone is tired. It's time to relax, unwind, and unplug. The cows are ready for bed, so Farmer Brown pats their head and turns out the cow light. The cows are in the dark, sound asleep. All cozy. Now, the sheep are ready for bed. Farmer Brown brushes out their tangles and turns out the sheep light. The sheep are in the dark, sound asleep. Now, Farmer Brown is in the chicken coop. The chickens are ready for bed. He covers them with a nice blanket and turns on their chicken light. So they sleep with a little night light. I guess so they're not afraid of the dark. Do you sleep with a night light? I like it really dark. The chickens are in the nearly dark, sound asleep. But, uh-oh. Does Duck look sleepy? Playing with a yo-yo. Duck is not quite ready for bed. So Farmer Brown sings him a song. I think he sings Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. He reads him a book. He turns on the white noise machine and puts on a shadow puppet show. But Duck is just wide awake. Farmer Brown practices downward facing dog with Duck, doing a little yoga stretching before bedtime. He discusses the day's top stories in the newspaper, and he turns out the duck light. Farmer Brown is in the dark. Oh, he's sound asleep, but Duck is in the dark. Not sound asleep at all. He's wide awake. Duck tries to sleep like a cow, but it's too crowded. He tries to sleep like a sheep, but it's too soft. He tries to sleep like the chickens, but it's too bright. Then Duck finds a spot underneath a maple tree. No cows, no sheep, no chickens. It's not too soft, it's not too crowded, and the moonlight is just right. So Duck closes his eyes. Now he should go to sleep, right? But then Duck hears something. It goes chit, chat, chitter, chit, chat, chitter, chit, chat, chitter. What is it? You see up here? You see what that is? What is that? I think I see Cecilia say bats. Bats! The bats are in the trees and they are wide awake. Of course. Everybody knows bats don't sleep at night. So Duck finds a spot by the pond. There's no cows, there's no sheep, there's no chicken, and there are no bats. Perfect. It's not too soft, it's not too crowded, there's no chit-chat chittering, and the moonlight is just right. There he is. Looks nice. I think it'd be nice to sleep by a pond. Duck closes his eyes. Oh no, now he hears another sound and it goes burp, burp, ba burp, 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 ba burp, 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 ba burp. Oh, what do you think that noise is? Can you see what that could be? The frogs in the pond are wide awake. Oh, that's right. Frogs don't sleep at night either. Oh, but
Ribbit.
It's ribbit. Yeah, ribbit is the sound we think of for frog, isn't it? Duck knows a new spot. No cows, no sheep, no chickens, no bats, no frogs. He also knows where Farmer Brown keeps the hot sauce sliced cheese and the whole wheat bread. What's he up to now? Oh, looks like he made himself a sandwich. And now, Duck's stomach is full. The mattress is firm. The book is just right. And Farmer Brown's pajamas are soft. Uh-oh. The moonlight shines in through the window and Duck finally closes his eyes. But look who's awake. is in the dark, fast asleep. But poor Farmer Brown. He lost his bed and his pajamas. And Duck took it. Aw, aw, poor Farmer Brown. Well, I hope you guys like that one. And I think we should sing a little song, maybe a little bedtime song like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So you want to do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star with me? So let's make our stars twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Yay! That was nice. That was very nice. Are you ready for another story about an animal who can't sleep at night? This is a good one. This is a new one for the library. It's called Leapfrog, and it's written by Jane Clarke, and Brita Teckentrup drew the pictures. I just love the pictures in this one. It's so colorful. And this is called a red-eyed tree frog. You can see by his orangey red eyes. And he lives in the trees. So I hope you like this one too. It's kind of neat. You see a lot of good things that happen at nighttime. Leapfrog. So here he is by the pond with all the other little frogs. The three bullfrogs in this jungle pool are all making lots of noise. Can you ribbit like a frog? Ribbit,
Ribbit.
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 But one small frog is not joining in. Can you guys spot him? There he is. Good job. You found Felix. Felix is a tree frog, and tree frogs don't live in ponds like most other frogs. They live high in trees. Felix must be lost. But wait, did you hear that? It went plip, plop, splash. What's that noise? Felix looks worried, doesn't he? Do you think he has a worried look in his eye? Can you make a worried look like Felix? Like what is that? He looks worried. Let's turn the page and show him that there's nothing to be scared of. Ah, it's just a friendly turtle popping up to watch the sunset. She gave Felix such a fright that he hid behind a bumpy rock. Don't worry, Felix. There's nothing to be scared of. Oh, but there's another noise. It goes rustle, 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 rustle. What could that noise be? Let's see what it is. Let's see what that rustle, rustle sound is. Oh, can you spot it? It's a shiny beetle walking across the leaves. But Felix has already leaped away down the path. Don't worry, Felix. There's nothing to be scared of. But then he hears another sound. It goes crack, crunch, crack, crunch. What's that noise? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's these playful monkeys nibbling their nutty nighttime snacks and throwing down the shells. Poor Felix. He's a very jumpy frog, isn't he? He leaped off again. Don't worry, Felix. There's nothing to be scared of. But now he hears another noise, and it goes swish, slither, swish, slither. Uh-oh, what is that noise?
A snake.
You think it's a snake? Oh, good guess. Look at it. It is a snake, isn't it? Look at a big squiggly snake. Searching for a bite to eat. Clap your hands and shout, shoo, slithery snake. Can you guys do that? Can you clap your hands? Clap your hands and shout, shoo, slithery snake. Shoo, slithery snake. Hooray! You scared the snake. That was scary. Maybe the jungle floor is a little dangerous for a tree frog. Do you think Felix would be safer up in the trees? Felix must have had the same idea. So he started to climb up, 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 up he goes. But now he hears another sound and it goes rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. What could that noise be up in the trees? Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, it's a woodpecker tap, tap, tapping on the tree trunk. It's nothing to be scared of, but Felix is really climbing fast now. Up, up, up he goes. And now it's a very, very tall tree. And Felix's sticky toes will help him climb. Let's count the branches as he climbs. Can you help me count these branches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hope I turned the page the right way this time. There we go. And finally, he's at the very top. 10. At last, he has reached the top of the tree. Well done, Felix. Hop, hop. He just heard another noise. It went hop, hop, hop. What could it be? It's getting closer.
I always try to.
And closer. And closer, something's coming. We need to warn Felix. Let's tell Felix, leap, Felix, leap. Can you tell Felix, leap, Felix, leap.
Leap, Felix.
Yes. And last, Felix knows there's nothing to be scared of. It was his daddy. And it's time for bed. And Felix's daddy has come to say good night. And now the jungle is peaceful and quiet. I have a song, a stand-up song to sing about how we have day and night. And the reason that we have day and night is because the earth turns around every day. It turns around. And it takes a whole day. And so we have daylight when we face the sun, and when we are away, turned the other way on the earth, we have nighttime. It goes like this. So the sun is in the sky. The sun is in the sky. Hot and bright, it gives us light. The sun is in the sky. Okay, and now we're going to sing The Earth Turns Around. The earth turns around. The earth turns around. Once a day, every day, the earth turns around. And then the moon is in the sky and it goes around the earth. So the moon is in the sky. The moon is in the sky. Round and round the earth it goes. The moon is in the sky. And now we're going to sing The Stars Are in the Sky. So we can put those up high and twinkly bright. The stars are in the sky. Stars are in the sky. Twinkly bright they shine at night. The stars are in the sky. Yay! All right. So that's a good way to think about our night and day, because the earth turns around once a day, every day. Okay, well, let's see, I have one more. I'm going to show you this book. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's just a nice book where you can learn about some animals at night, like this bat. So bats stay awake at night, don't they? How would you like to be a bat and stay awake all night? Would you like that?
No, I wouldn't. I would be scared about the dark.
You would be scared of the dark, yeah. Cecilia, I saw you say yes, you would like to be awake all night. Would you like that? Let me see.
Because you don't have to sleep.
You don't have to sleep, but we do have to sleep, don't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
we sleep at night, but some animals stay awake at night and then they sleep all day. I'd rather be awake in the day. I like to see things, but some animals are called nocturnal animals. So if you stay awake all night, you would be nocturnal.
I once stayed up all night.
You once stayed up all night. Well, maybe you were nocturnal then. And you were nocturnal like these animals. So I'll just show you some of these. And like this is a little mouse. And you can see he's awake at night. And that might be a good time to be awake if you're a mouse, because why do you think? Why do you think it would be better to be awake at night if you were a little mouse?
Because cats are asleep.
Cats are asleep. Yeah, maybe. So animals that eat mice can't find them if they're awake at night getting their food. So it's safer for them to be awake at night hunting for their food. This is an animal, a sea turtle. And the sea turtle it comes up onto the beach at night to lay eggs. And then the baby turtles that hatch go back to the ocean before any seagulls are awake in the daytime to eat them. So it's safer for the turtles to lay their eggs at night so their babies can survive. Uh-oh, now this, you know what this animal is?
An owl.
An owl, right. Hoo, 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 hoo. And look, he caught a little mouse. So some animals stay awake at night so they can hunt for the other animals that are awake at night. So yeah, he didn't hide very well, did he, that little mouse? Now here's another animal. This is called a jackrabbit. And he stays awake at night because he lives in the desert. And the desert is a very hot place. So at night, when it's cool, he's out hopping about. So it's cooler at night. And this just talks about how some animals have a special way of seeing at night. We don't see very well at night, but some animals actually see better at night.
Miss Kris.
And here's a bat. Here's a bat, and the bat, he doesn't see very well at all. Do you know how the bat can find things at night? He uses another one of his senses. He uses his hearing to find food. Just like, remember the story we had about the 10 ways to hear the snow? So bats have a very good sense of hearing. They don't see very well. Sometimes we say blind as a bat. That means we don't see well. We see it as poorly as bats see. This is an animal. It's hard for you guys to see. It's a dark picture, but the coyote.
Yes.
Hunting at night.
I can see it, Miss Kris.
Can you see it? Oh, good. And it says that the coyote has a very strong sense of smell. So he can smell better at night. Or he uses his smell to see. Here's the tree frog that we had our story about. And he's sleeping in the daytime. So animals that are awake in the daytime, like us, we're called diurnal, but animals that sleep in the daytime are called nocturnal. All right, well, that's just, I think, an interesting
Miss
for you
Kris.
to learn a lot of good facts about
Miss Kris.
animals. Yes, Riley?
See in the dark.
What?
I can see in the
You can
darkness.
see, but some animals can see even better than we can, or they can hear better. So I have a song about animals at night. We kind of sang this one, I think, maybe the last time, but I thought we could sing it again to sing about the sounds that we hear at night. So this is called Late at Night, and it goes like this. And I'll start with an owl sound, okay? So late at night, hoo, 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 hoo. I can hear the owl, I can hear the owl. Hoo, 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 hoo. Should we do what sound does a frog make at night?
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Okay, let's sing the frog song now. Late at night.
At night,
Late at night. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
ribbit,
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
ribbit.
I can hear the frog. I can hear the frog. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. What about a mouse? What's the sound of a mouse?
Late at night.
Yeah, let's sing about the mouse. Late at night. Late at night. Squeak, 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 squeak. I can hear the mouse. I can hear the mouse. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Like the hoo, hoo, hoo. I like that one too. How about, did you ever hear crickets at night when you're outside in the summertime? Crickets?
Cricket.
They kind of go chirp, chirp, chirp. Let's sing about crickets. Late at night. Late at night. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. I can hear the crickets. I can hear the crickets. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. All right. Well, that's a little song. You can make up animal sounds and sing about animals that stay awake at night. And I have one more story to share with you. This one I'm not so sure about, but
Miss
it's
Kris.
called Snowmen at Night.
Miss Kris.
Think snowmen are awake at night?
No.
I don't know, but let's listen to this story and see what we find out. This is by
Miss
Caralyn
Kris.
Buehner. Yeah.
If you be really quiet and are really close to the snow, you can hear the snow.
Yes, you can. There's lots of ways to hear the snow. You're right, Riley. All right, so here is Snowman at Night, and it's by Caralyn Buehner, and Mark Buehner drew our pictures for us. So here's our, hopefully, is it still snowing? Not so much, but Misha says in 2 weeks we're going to have snow, so maybe you'll be able to see about what happens at night with our snowmen. So here's our little boy, and he's rolling some snow and making the body of a snowman. He's stacking it. He has the bottom, the base, and now he has the belly, and he just needs a little head. Snowman night, and we're asleep at night, so we don't really know what's happening with snowmen. We only see them in the daytime. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. Maybe you've noticed that when you wake up the next day, your snowman looks a little bit off. His hat had slipped. His arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, hey, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. Oh, they drink cold cocoa. That would make sense, wouldn't it? What would happen if they drank hot cocoa?
Milk.
They would melt. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. Oh, he's rolling. Look at him go. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Huh, how about that? Snowmen go ice skating. Sometimes they start giggling and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs. The pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlight, they play a baseball game. Who knew? Who knew? No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. And then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Whee! Woohoo, they yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Huh, that looks fun, doing that by the moonlight, doesn't it? But finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. You can see it's starting to get light, isn't it? It's early morning now. So if your snowman's grin is crooked, or if he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. Look at that. So you can see the snowman the next morning. He doesn't look like he did on that day when the boy finished him, does he?
No.
No. Look, he's all kind of slouchy. He dropped his broom, his mitten fell off, his hat sagged, his head's standing over. He had a long night, a nocturnal snowman. Do you think that's true? Misha's shaking his head no. It'd be fun to think about though, wouldn't it? It would be fun.
Oh, Mom,
all right, well, who wants to make a snowman at night? That's what we're going to do because it's nighttime. And you need some white paper for our snowman. And the way we're going to do that, to make it fit on our paper, let me turn my paper like that for you guys. I'm going to fold it in half. So I'm just going to use I'm just going to use 1/2 of the paper, so we'll see how that kind of. This is what we're making today.
Oh, look! Isn't that cute?
Okay, sorry. So, we're going to make our snowman fit. Let me see if I can stand. No, we can just lay. You can lay here, I think. It's hard to set things up here. Okay. All right. So I folded my paper in half and I'm going to cut it.
It's on your white paper in half. I'll put in your white paper in half.
Yeah, fold the white.
Oh my mouth.
Cut that in half, and that's so he will fit on the paper. Okay, so you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little line, I think. You can use pencil or crayon for my bottom half of my snowman. And I'm going to cut that. Can you see that? I'll just cut that off. Okay, and that's going to fit on the edge of my paper. So I'll glue that on. Okay, and then I have to make my snowman's big round head with the leftover paper. So, and it doesn't have to be a perfectly shaped round head, because when you build your own snowman outside, you know it's not going to be perfectly round, is it? Okay. All right, and I'm going to flip that. I would put that on top. And it's okay if it's coming off the edge of the paper a little bit like that. And then I'm going to glue that on. Okay. And next, I'm going to make a nice smile for my snowman out of, well, I'm going to use my pretend coal and some buttons. So I'm going to use, you can use crayon or marker, whatever you have. So I'll just give him a nice smile. And some buttons down the front. And let's see here. Now, if you look at the picture, I didn't put any eyes on my snowman because the snowman, he's looking up at the sky. And so his head is tilted back and we're not seeing his eyes. But if you want to put eyes on, you can do that. So I'm just going to show you what I mean. I'll just change my camera. Let's say if I look backwards like this, well, you can probably see my eyes, but we're looking at the mouth and the nose, okay? So that's what we're trying to do. So that's why I didn't put eyes on it, but you can put eyes on if you like it better that way. I know that it might bother you. So I'm going to use some orange paper for my nose and make a nice orange triangle. And it doesn't have to be a perfect triangle. So, but I'll just make a nice big pointy nose. And I'm going to glue it. I'm going to round that off a little. I don't like those edges being too sharp. Now it looks more like a carrot. Okay. And that's a really pointy carrot, isn't it? Oops. So there's my nose for my snowman. And he's looking up. And then I'm going to make a little scarf. And you can use any color of paper that you want for your scarf. So maybe I'll just make I'm just going to use some of this orange paper that I have here. I'll just cut off a little strip. And then I'm going to snip it into some squares. And maybe I'll add another color. Let's see, what else do I want to add? Oh, I kind of like pink. I'm gonna use some pink because I have it in a strip. So I'll just cut a strip of pink and cut that into a square. Maybe another one. They're not exactly squares either, but I can change that. They don't have to be perfect. We're just gonna stick them all together. All right, and now I'm gonna make a pattern. I'm gonna take an orange and a pink and an orange. Fit these together. Oops. And a pink. And I think I need another orange. Boy, it's really snowing, isn't it? Oh boy. We might be out there building snowmen yet today. And another pink one. Okay, this snowman needs a nice warm neck. And then I have to glue all those down, don't I? So the easiest thing to do is just put your glue right on your paper and then put your pieces in place where you want them. So I'm going to take those off and make a little line and go orange and pink and orange and pink. There we go. All right, look at it, it's flying. It's a windy day. You can see the snowman's scarf is flying. You can make it go all the way across the paper if you want. All right, now there's just one more thing I need to make my snowman happy. And what is that? What do we need in the sky? Snowflakes. We need some snow for our snowmans. I'll use my white crayon for that. And you can just make some little X's. And then another crisscross in the middle. And you can add lots and lots of snowflakes. And maybe if you want, you could even add, since it's at night, what would we see in the sky at night besides stars? Maybe it's a nice bright moon. You could make a round circle full moon, or I'm going to make one of these kinds of moons. I'm going to make one that looks like a banana shape. It's kind of hard for you guys to see though, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe I need something brighter for you. I'll use my oil pastels for this. Actually, you could cut out a moon shape out of yellow paper. I think that might be better. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some yellow. And you could either make a nice round moon, or you could make a nice banana moon. I'm going to make one of those. I'll cut out both and you can try either and see what you like best. So there's my banana moon in the sky. Or we could have a round moon. Not so very round, but that's okay. Whatever you think is best. Maybe I'll put my moon there. So, you like a round moon or a crescent moon? Crescent banana. I kind of like that crescent moon. I'm going to put the crescent moon up there. So I wonder what this snowman will do at night. Is he a nocturnal creature of the night? What do you think? Thanks for joining me, and see y'all next time. Bye, everyone. Thanks. Keep your fingers crossed for some good snow. Bye. Okay, bye. Thank you.